EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. And we are underway here in Atlanta. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. To throw is Penix. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked by Benjamin Morrison. And the Buccaneers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They run with the argument. It's Bucky Irving. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They go play action with Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Mayfield sacked. 10-yard loss on the play. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
20!
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was brought down by Zach Orr. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Okay, ready. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And just give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They were prepared for it. And they held it to a modest gain.
3rd down and 3. Now Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace. And he's going to be brushed down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A tight end in motion now. Right back to Irving. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
180! They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That is caught. And he is close to the pilot, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a 1st down. It's 1st and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the board. This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Baker to throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Tampa. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
Well, Mike, I know I might be a little biased toward the position, but I'm happy to see them go his way early on National Tight Ends Day. And, of course, they're happy to go his way early and often in just about any game.
Now, Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead. so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. We'll go play action now with Penix. Now he'll air one out. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. That's a big return. Finally tackled right near midfield.
They'll take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He'll get that complete to Emeka Egbuka. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Here's Irving. Good running inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Dolphins
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Give, and here comes Robinson. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Open man, right side, he's got it. They get 19 on that pass play. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On the give, it's Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following that gain of 6.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
the 43. Here's second down and 3. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Bucs have the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Here's a third down and 4. Throwing is Penix. That one taken in right side by Legette. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
On second down, Penix. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
Over the middle, he's got Legette. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Let's go. Fourth down, and here's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down. To throw again, it's Penix. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. He'll go. It's Robinson. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge fourth down stop.
first down. Here's Irving. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll go again here with Irving. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
It is 3rd and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They're going to go play action with Penix. He'll get this out wide. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that's just an awesome play, especially in the midst of that kind of pressure. The second his head turned around, there was a guy right in his face, but he gets the ball out quick, right as he's being hit. His guy does the rest with the ball in his hands.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Let's go. Here's Penix. That's to the left side. Hauled in by Leggett. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be forced out of bounds. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll run with Robinson. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcon touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Falcons are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, Mayfield. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
22 yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Gain of 22 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
A give. This is Irvin. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
The tackle by Jalen Walker. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Emeka Ibuka, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
2nd down throw from Mayfield. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10.
180! Scott!
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Buccaneers tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll throw. It's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
To throw is Penix. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Falcons 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On 1st down is Mayfield. Going for it all. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On the ground, it's Irvin. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
On second down, a run with Irvin. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Up, up! Stop!
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
And it's third down.
Set! 20!
Baker to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
Set to go now on first and 10.
180! What's up?
To throw is Mayfield. They'll try to hit him with a screen. There's no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
What's up?
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
180! What's up?
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
180!
They'll stay on the ground.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground.
And he's in! Touchdown, Buccaneers.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Buccaneers will extend this third quarter lead. And so after after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. A gain there of 11. First down, Atlanta.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
We'll go play action now with Penix. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. A big play for the defense to get on the board. Quarterback trying to keep that play going. Instead, sees it go back the other way.
And the quarterback's doing a nice job of keeping his eyes down the field, but he doesn't sense the pressure. And I think that pressure, Mike, is what caused that errant pass. And not only does it lead to the turnover, but it leads to the pick 6.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, really with the, I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Heading out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Penix now off the bootleg. Short throw taken by Pitt. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Plant. It's Penix. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Let's go.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Let's go.
Throwing is Penix. This one hot in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Trevin Wallace.
It was really a disappointing performance. I'm a little surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to make him pay.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Xavier Watts there to bring him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Right back to Irving. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
1st down, Buccaneers.
180. What's up?
The handoff, it's Irving. This time they're ready for him. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Jalen McMillan, the one he was looking for there. And it's going to lead to 4th down. They'll try to run. And he will score. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bucs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. He's going to take a shot down the field. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Falcons 21. Bradley Pinion set
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. they'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll run with Irving. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a tight end in motion. And this will be a Bucs first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, that makes such a big difference for the offense.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run it. It's Irving. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
180! Attack!
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers tack on one more to their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Here comes a return from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Let's go, go!
And the lefty panics on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. It could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Third down, they need 5.
Ready? 70 Lion! Ready?
You're going to go play action with Penix. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Set! 180! What's up?
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they had completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they show they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows. I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
Set! What's up?
On play action, Mayfield. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs will add one more onto their big lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Going up top. And more of the same. Another interception. And good running on the return. It'll help him out as the ball right around the 45-yard line.
during the wrong time of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Set. 180. Done.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Second and 11.
20. What's that?
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. So a win here for the visiting Bucks and make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to playoff time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.